So I'm Timothy van der Berg. I head up Galdon Data. I know there's a lot of new faces here, so I'm going to quickly give you an overview of what Galdon Data does. We're a unified communications company, so any way that a client can ultimately communicate with the outside world falls into our realm. We're part of the First Technology Group. For those of you that don't know the First Technology Group, we're the biggest non-listed IT company in the country. We've got about 1,800 staff members across the country, and we're doing a lot of work globally as well. Been in business for over 30 years. We do in excess of 3 billion rand a year turnover, level 2 BEE, and we're Microsoft's biggest customer in the country as well. Galdon Data itself predominantly does Microsoft Link, Skype for Business. We do have a couple of other communication platforms. We are Mitel Premier partner, and we also do Avaya in the communication side of things. We do a lot in video conferencing, Polycom and Lifesize. Once again, both gold partners in each competency. When I say video conferencing, we also look at the different aspects. So boardroom modernization, booking systems, lighting, acoustic treatment. We really get into the nuts and bolts of things. We do electronic smart boards, whiteboards, link room systems, and today's event is sponsored by our partners OpenText. We've got the biggest WriteFax base in the country, so a lot of you are existing WriteFax users and dealt with us for many years, and we hope to continue dealing with you for many years. And we thought, it'd be an ideal opportunity to just update you as to where fax is going, because contrary to what everybody believes, it's still growing year on year, and we continue to do very well in that space. Obviously, absolutely everything we sell is fundamentally dependent on a network. If your plumbing's not right, nothing we sell works, and it's all about a user experience. So we get involved in the networking side of things as well. We're able as a group to deliver fiber into your organization, whatever connectivity you need, and wherever you are, we have a solution. So we play right from the connectivity side of things. We do LAN, WAN, we do wireless point-to-point connections for remote users and that. So we've got a holistic offering within Galdon Data from a communications perspective, and as a group we're able to cover everything in the Microsoft stack. So bit of propaganda, we had the Microsoft Partner Awards night before last, and Galdon Data was awarded Communications Partner of the Year, which I'm very proud about. And as a group we managed to scoop 5 awards, which is absolutely amazing. So First Technology won Volume Licensing Partner of the Year. Another company of ours called Ascent, which does SQL consolidation and business intelligence and all that kind of stuff, they won their competency. And then another company in the group, which is BUI, which does Azure and cloud and that kind of stuff and security, won Cloud Partner of the Year. So we're thrilled about that. And that's it from my side. Once again, thank you for being here today. It's a really nice turnout. We try and keep these events nice and small, so when you do a big event, it becomes difficult to spend time with everybody and really get to know one another. So thank you. I'm going to pass over to our friend here from OpenText. He's going to run through a couple of slides and just update you as to what the latest and greatest is. And after that, we're going to hand over to Marnie and his team, and they're going to brief us on what we're going to be doing today, and then we're going to hit the 4x4s and go and have some fun. Afterwards, we're going to come back here for drinks and a bit of a prize giving, and that's it. So welcome and thanks again. Over to you.
Good morning. My name is Youcef Kobtan. I'm from OpenText France. I'm based in Paris office. I've been with OpenText for the past 3 years in the information exchange business unit. And today I'm going to talk to you about our fax family products and also our new solutions, all about the future of fax, basically. So OpenText, you probably know, is a Canadian company, 2.2 billion company. We've been around for the past 20 years. We are well known in the EIM business, enterprise information management. We are the number one, as listed in the Galdon Group. 8,000 employees, 80,000 customers around the globe, 140 offices around the globe, 16 billion transactions. So fax, SMS, EDI. We are the biggest. Information. We have the biggest information exchange platform, cloud, license, and hybrid. So OpenText have a complete EIM suite. We are well known in the ECM business. Archiving, content management with product like content server, eDocs, BPM, business process management, with product like Cordis, and CEM, anything to do with managing multimedia content from website, and DAM solution, which is the media management. We are in the IX business unit, which is like $1 billion, business unit. We actually do nearly half of the revenue of OpenText. The past 3 years, we acquired 2 big companies, EasyLink for fax, cloud, and SMS notification, and also GXS for all the EDI and managed services platform. Our discovery business unit is all about analytics and search engine, semantic search. So again, the leader in the EIM business. Companies today tend to use multiple software vendors for fax, for EDI, notification, SMS, secure messaging, secure mail, MFT, managed file transfer. What we can do with OpenText is really a one integrated solution. You talk with one editor for all your information exchange platform. We can do cloud services, we can do license services, fax, SMS, and we can also do a hybrid model where you have a server in your data center, and we can manage like the interconnection, the telephony in our cloud services. So OpenText fax family comes into 3 different groups. WriteFax, we've been around for the past 20 years. We have the WriteFax Express, which is the entry level for the small, medium businesses. It comes like an appliance, plug and play, just a power cable, network cable, plug your telephone line, and you're up and running in an hour with basic, fax functionality, fax to mail, mail to fax, faxing from MFP with a scan to mail functionality. Very simple with low volume of faxing. We can also do a software model where you can install it on a VM. So it can connect with any telephony, analog, PRI, BRI, or you can do a VoIP with your IPv6 or a media gateway. WriteFax, rich integration. Again, the power of WriteFax is really, it can integrate with anything. With, business continuity, high availability, and VoIP. And then the WriteFax on demand. It's a private hosted fax services that is hosted by our partners. So they take your WriteFax server, they put it in their data center, and they just give you access. Companies sometimes they don't want to manage the fax server, just outsource it to a third party, and you can do faxing RightFax Connect is a new solution. We introduced this just over 2 years now. It's very, very popular in Europe. So you have a RightFax server in your data center on-prem, and you have the telephony managed by OpenText. There is no VoIP, there is no PSTN. You just need a HTTPS connection to our cloud, and you can do faxing. You have 7,000 channels available at all time, and we charge per page, inbound, outbound. There's no telephony cost. And then we have our cloud offering, what we call EasyLink Fax to Mail. Again, it's pure cloud outsource. You do fax to mail, mail to fax from your email, Outlook or Lotus or any email solution. No hardware, no software to install. It's just a service. And also our production messaging. If you do batch faxing from an ERP or from CRM, you can interconnect to our cloud services with SMTP, FTP, secure FTP, MQ series, or just web services. So RightFax, as it's just a software, enterprise software solution for fax and electronic document delivery. We tend not to say fax. Fax is an old technology, so we try to say electronic document delivery. It's basically, virtually from any application, any document you can fax, to a one integrated fax server in your network. It can be a desktop application, it can be a back office application, Oracle, it can be SAP, we are certified SAP. If you look at SAP in terms of fax or B2B integration, they actually recommend OpenText. Email, so Exchange, very good integration with Exchange, with Domino servers. We can do any, integration with any SMTP POP email, solution. It can be Office 365, Google Apps, or Gmail. Very good integration with MFPs. So MFPs, we have embedded connectors in Ricoh, Xerox, HP, and Konica, where you have a RightFax menu in the MFP. And also we can do SMTP, scan to mail, or SMTP, or scan to a folder. We can integrate also with archiving solutions, with the OpenText content management solution, SharePoint. We have a connector for SharePoint, IBM FileNet. And basically, if we don't have a connector, we can build one for you. We have a professional services team. They can build one using our API. So we've done integration with small CRM system or ERPs, and it's just a matter of a couple of days of development. So on the telephony side, so RightFax can connect to a analog BRI, PRI through a media gateway or an IPPBX. We support, of course, fax over IP on SIP T38 or H323, and we also do G711 pass-through. Some telco vendor, they still don't support T38. We've seen that recently, so you can still do fax over IP with G711. So this is typically, inbound routing with RightFax. So RightFax have the flexibility to route inbound fax to, different type of application. Email gateway can be a shared folder or a workflow application. You just need to configure the profiles on a RightFax, and you can say inbound number with the extension 8000 goes to an email address. So you receive your fax document as a PDF attachment, searchable PDF, or just a TIFF image. Fax over IP it's a big topic, so we are seeing more and more companies moving into VoIP. Some companies already have voice over IP, and honestly, if you have VoIP network already, you just need licenses. A VM with RightFax licenses, and you can do VoIP. So in terms of investment, it's just licenses. Because you have the infrastructure. VoIP uses the same protocol. You use SIP, you use audio codec G711, G723. Fax use T38 as a media codec. If you don't have VoIP infrastructure and you want to transition into VoIP, you need a OpenText media gateway. We can put a media gateway, we can put analog, PRI, BRI. You connect your PSTN cables, and then you have a VoIP connection between the gateway and WriteFax. So again, if you have a typical, fax over IP environment, it could be a national deployment or international deployment. Then, putting in place a fax server using your IPVPX or media gateway, and you're up and running. You can do VoIP. What you need to do is really just to make sure the T38 is actually licensed in your IPVX or media gateway, so you can set up SIP session to the WriteFax server. Again, the benefit of VoIP is cost saving. I mean, if you have an analog infrastructure, you have fax machine, you have a dedicated phone line on each fax machine. If you use MFPs, you have MFP kits, fax board and analog line, very costly. I don't know in South Africa, but an MFP board costs around 1,000 euros. So, and you have a dedicated phone line, you have a paper faxing, no electronic archiving, very difficult to keep track, who sent what and when. Again, use your communication environment. You have an IP network with voice data, you can include fax. Again, WriteFax is most tested and certified fax server. We actually, certify WriteFax with, all the big VoIP vendors, IPVPX providers, Cisco, Avaya, Alcatel, Astra, you name it, Mitel, ShoreTel. And also we certify WriteFax with SIP trunk providers, Orange, Vodafone, Level 3. We have the VoIP Interop Guide, which lists all the equipment and telco providers tested and certified WriteFax. So WriteFax comes with the SMTP email gateway. Basically, you can do, fax to mail and mail to fax. If you have Exchange, we have Exchange connector. If you have Office 365, you can fax from Office 365 with SMTP POP. Any email client that can do SMTP, we can integrate with it.
Can you receive fax and send fax from yourself?
You can actually read your faxes from a cell phone with the latest web client. So we support HTML5 and CSS3. So you can actually, view, but you cannot send a fax yet. We are working on the mobile app.
Because what stops me currently, when sometimes my eyes are not very good sometimes, you can take a picture of a document,
Yeah.
So if I can take a document that I sign, take a photo of it, send it as a fax to whoever wants it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's seen as a fax, it cannot be tampered with.
Exactly.
So
actually, we are working on a mobile app application, so you can actually send from your mobile. But currently, you can only view your faxes. I mean, when you receive a fax, you can access the web portal and you can actually view your received faxes. But the application is actually in a roadmap for iOS and Android. So the web portal, again, you can access your fax box from any web client. So with WriteFax 10.6 FP2, you can actually view your faxes on iPhone, Android, or Windows Phone. So FaxUtil, it's a desktop application with all the advanced fax functionality. And then you have the Outlook plugin. So very good integration with Microsoft. So you can see the send fax button and fax status. You press send fax, you just fill up the form, name, company name, fax number, click to attach document, and your fax is gone. You can check the status of your fax in real time. So we have check status button. And then you can list all your sent faxes. You can see the status. Is it sent in? Has it failed? Is it retrying? So it's very powerful integration. MFP, so we have two different type of connectors. We have what we call universal connectors for scan to mail. So you scan document, you send it to a pre-configured SMTP domain on WriteFax. WriteFax pick up the document, convert it into a TIFF image and send it. But it's one way. You don't actually receive the delivery receipt on your MFP. So it's one way faxing. The delivery receipt it will be sent to your email address or dropped somewhere in a folder. Whereas the full integration, where you have a WriteFax client on the MFP, so the user will need to authenticate to use the fax functionality, and then you can select a cover sheet. You actually receive notification back on the MFP or into your fax inbox. So again, we have the four embedded connectors for Konica, Xerox, HP, and Ricoh. The connector is actually part of the MFP framework. It's not OpenText that will install the connector. We just enable the connector with a license. So all these MFP vendors already have the WriteFax client on their framework. We just need to activate it with a license. WriteFax Express is the IP solution for the SMB market. It comes as an appliance. It's one new appliance. I don't know if you can see it here. Plug and play. Just plug a power cable, network cable. Your telephone line. You access a web browser, a web portal for the admin, IP address, configure the SMTP domain, and you're up and running. 1 hour you have an IP fax solution. We can do analog PRI, BRI, and fax over IP. We also do a software version. It's very light. Use the same driver as the WriteFax for SIP-T38 stack, and you can integrate with any, telephony, IPv6 vendors. So fax is good. Fax been around for the past 40 years. It's reliable. It's point-to-point, secure. It's a legal document today. Fax. That's the thing. It's a legally binding document. But OpenText sees the future of fax is really secure mail. And we introduced a new solution just over a year ago. It's a SaaS solution. It's pure cloud solution. Hosted in our data center or partner data center in South Africa. End-to-end encryption. So the message, there's no SMTP, it's HTTPS and content encrypted end-to-end between the sender and the recipient. It actually integrates with your existing email system. So you're using Exchange, you're using Office 365 or Domino. We just add the security features, encryption, auditing, tracking of the email. You can actually, today you send an SMTP email, it goes through multiple hops. SMTP is clear test. You can intercept it quite easily. What we do actually is encrypt the message before it goes to the internet. And then we actually track if the message has been received, read, transferred, deleted, and you can apply, the security policies for your company. It's bi-directional, so I can send a secure message, and the recipient can reply. So it can be internal or external. It's bi-directional. So how it works, so you can send secure mail from Outlook. We have an Outlook plugin. You have a secure button. just write your mail, and then you have a delivery slip. You can select the security options, tracking capability. You can force a password. I'll show you on a couple of slides. And then you can use a webmail. So again, it's just a web portal. You log in, and then you can, send your secure mail. You can use mobile and tablet. We have an application actually available on App Store or on Google Play, and you can use the secure mail on your mobile or tablet. So this is what the webmail looks like. It's typical. It's like Outlook webmail, inbox, outbox. You can actually download the plugins, Outlook plugins, mobile tablets, and the Chrome plugin. Chrome is actually used if you want to use a Gmail or you want to use Office 365 to read your secure mail. You can actually use it with the Chrome plugin. So this is the delivery slip. The delivery slip actually shows you the status, or you can see if your email was actually received, read, deleted, transferred. The green, it's not very clear, but the green box here shows that the first recipient actually received and read the mail. And just by pointing with your mouse, you can have the timestamp when the message was actually received and read.
So I think about notification if the person is on the other side, the machine is maybe faulty or the line is not. Also that report.
Yeah, I mean, if the message has not been received or the recipient have not actually clicked on the message, you will see, on your delivery slip that the message has not been opened.
What I'm trying to get at is, if the guy is waiting for the fax and I'm sending it, and usually they say it's usually the sender that's got the problem.
Yeah, I mean, if you...
Yeah, you can phone you and say there's something wrong on your side.
Exactly.
This right fax is up and running.
Yeah.
That's what I want to get, that type of assurance that on my side everything is fine.
Okay.
So is there some notification or something that I have to look at?
Yeah.
And give me that indication. So when I phone the recipient, I can tell him there's nothing wrong on this side, on your side. Maybe the machine is off, maybe the ink is finished, I don't know, the paper is not in the machine.
Yeah, I mean, so on the recipient side, I mean, he has to actually access the platform, our platform. So, I mean, we can actually control the flow. So the recipient would just need to authenticate to access his message.
Okay.
So this is what the Outlook's plugin with secure mail looks like. So, you have Outlook and you have the patent, OpenText patent delivery slip, where you can see, fax sent by whom, received, and you can see if the message was actually read, replied to, forwarded. You can track your message from Outlook. It's very, very, powerful. Again, it's so you can put in place security and DLP. So the system is actually hosted in our data center or our partner data centers. In Europe, we are SOC 2 type of data centers certified. Both sender and receiver will need to authenticate to be able to send or read the messages. The messages are decrypted. And the only way you can actually decrypt the message is to authenticate to access the platform. When the messages are on our data center, so we encrypt messages at rest with 256 AES. And again, there is no SMTP, it's HTTPS between the sender and the cloud, and then between the cloud and the recipient. The admin can actually, have a, different features. He can blacklist, domain users. He can actually deny security for specific group or users. We can set up policies like if you use Outlook and you say, you know, you have a PDF document, and you can say every PDF document above 10 meg will need to be sent using secure mail. And what we can do also, we can actually look at the body of your email, and when we can detect keywords, and we can detect, you know, a regular expression or a phrase like a credit card number, and we can say that this message will need to be sent with secure mail. Again, there's different option also. You can set message expiration. You send your contract or your proposal, and you say this, you know, this message is only available for 1 week. And after 1 week, the recipient will not be able to actually read it or, you know, decrypt the message. We can enable local mail store. We can synchronize with Exchange archiving. So the admin can actually set up the system so all secure mail are archived in Exchange, decrypted, instead of having them, you know, encrypted on the mailbox. We have a true recall functionality. So when you send your secure mail message, you can actually press on a recall button after days or weeks, and the recipient will not be able to read the message anymore. It will be encrypted and just stay there. We have a password protection. We call it for your eyes only, where you can set up a password before you send your email, and then you need to communicate the password. You can call the recipient or send him an SMS saying that this message is password protected. You need to enter this password to actually read the message. We can prevent recipient from replying to a message or forwarding a message. So again, it's all about, you know, different security options. We keep track of every action, so who sent the message, when was sent, and we can generate audit logs from the you know, web admin console. Questions? Secure mail, fax server,
Storage.
storage. For fax or for secure mail? So for fax, I mean, we have different options for storage. We have a dedicated document management system for write fax, actually. It calls Alchemy. I don't know if you use Alchemy. So it's proper archiving solution for fax, with all the advanced archiving option, with advanced search options, where we actually, you know, store the fax. We OCR the document, and then we store the fax and the fax history on the archiving server, and then you can do search on the content of the fax and search on fax history or fax metadata. It's very powerful. You can use a web. You have a web access. You can search faxes on your mobile, tablets. It's very, very powerful document management.
Storage is one of the things that we do.
Right, thanks guys. I think if there's any further
Thank you very
questions,
much.
maybe take them offline during the course of the day, because
Yep.
we're going to run out of time otherwise.
Thank you.
Thank you. Money over to you guys.